Good evening viewers, welcome to Power Sector News. Today's headlines. Madhya Pradesh awards contracts for 3 solar parks. ONGC focus on offshore wind projects. IEX clocks all-time high monthly volume in the month of August. Coming to the details. Reva Ultra Mega Solar Limited signed a letter of award for 1500 megawatt of solar power from Agar, Shajapur and Neemuch parks. Madhya Pradesh has a possession of 95% of the land that brings certainty. The environmental and social impact studies were done by the World Bank, which brings investor confidence. The parks are expected to get commissioned and start generating electricity by March 2023. Developers who won the contracts are Avada Energy and Beampower Energy secured 550 megawatt in Agar Solar Park. Tata Power, Saurya and Aljomai Water and Energy Company got 500 megawatt in Neemuch Park. NTPC Renewable Energy Limited and Taletotoi Solar Projects 9 Private Limited received 450 megawatt in Shajapur Park. Tariffs discovered are Agar Solar Park rupees 2.459 and rupees 2.444 for Unit 1 and Unit 2 respectively. Neemuch Solar Park rupees 2.149 for Unit 1, rupees 2.14 for Unit 2, rupees 2.15 for Unit 3. Shajapur Solar Park rupees 2.35 and rupees 2.33 for Unit 1 and Unit 2 respectively. Power generated from these parks would be procured by power distribution companies of Madhya Pradesh 1305 megawatt and the Indian Railways 195 megawatt. As the Railways enjoys waiver of interstate transmission system charges that are levied when an entity buys power generated outside of a particular state. Indian Railways would draw power from grid connectivity in 7 states. The 3 parks would result in saving of over 7,600 crore rupees to power distribution companies of Madhya Pradesh in 25 years. India's largest oil and gas producer, ONGC, is eyeing generating electricity from wind at its vast offshore acreage. At it looks to augment its renewable energy portfolio. ONGC has oil and gas fields both in the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. That experience of operating in shallow and deep sea is now being tapped to set up wind turbines to generate electricity that could be wired to land. Offshore windmills are as almost twice as efficient as onshore wind turbines, but the cost per megawatt for offshore turbines is higher because of strong structures and foundations needed in marine environment. A study for a pilot project in offshore wind has already been commissioned for assessing the opportunities in this niche segment. ONGC is targeting 10 gigawatt of installed renewable capacity by 2030. ONGC signed an MOU with India's largest electricity generator NTPC to explore setting up of offshore wind projects along with the 7,600 kilometer coastline. Sustainability needs to be a central tenet of all future energy business plans and strategies. ONGC will further sharpen its focus on climate-related aspects of its operation in order to remain relevant in tomorrow's energy ecosystem. The national peak demand at 196 gigawatts saw an increase of 17%, while energy consumption at 129.51 billion units also grew 17%. On one hand, growth in the economic and industrial activities led to increase in demand for power. On the other hand, supply side constraints like the high cost of imported coal and LNG as well as lower wind power generation led to increase in electricity prices discovered on the exchange. The market, however, continued to work uninterrupted, facilitating the distribution utilities and industries in addressing the increased power demand in most flexible, competitive, transparent and efficient manner. Indian Energy Exchange achieved a new milestone with a record all-time high monthly volume of 9,538 million units in August, achieving 74% year-on-year growth. The day-ahead market traded 6,649 million units volume during August with the average price of electricity at 5 rupees 6 paisa per unit. The term ahead market comprising intraday, contingency, daily and weekly contracts traded 617 million units during the month. The real-time electricity market continued to see exceptional performance with monthly volumes of 1,859 million units seeing a significant 116% growth. Average monthly price of the market was rupees 4 rupees 64 paisa per unit. The green market segment traded 412.94 million units volume with average price being 4 rupees 21 paisa per unit, which comprises of 146.85 million units under solar segment at an average price of 3 rupees 56 paisa per unit and 266.009 million units under non-solar segment at an average price of 4 rupees 85 paisa per unit. Additional news today. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited has been awarded the coveted Association for Talent Development 2021 Best Award. MSEDCL has announced central government subsidy of up to 40% on solar rooftop panel installation till 1st Jan 2022. GUVNL to procure 3000 megawatt power on long-term basis for 15 years. Union Ministry of Coal, Mines and Parliamentary Affairs Shri Pralhad Joshi has congratulated Ms. AkankshaKumari, the first ever woman mining engineer. Price discovery at Power Exchange. National Load Dispatch Center has scheduled 220.43 million units of power for tomorrow, cleared through Indian Energy Exchange. Coming to the price discovery details. Price discovered during night 4 rupees 32 paisa per unit. Price discovered during day 4 rupees 25 paisa per unit. Price discovered during evening 8 rupees 14 paisa per unit. Price discovered round the clock 5 rupees 23 paisa per unit. Weighted average price is 5 rupees 20 paisa per unit. There is no congestion for power transfer in the network and the prices are uniform in all the regions. Thank you and good day.